All right, today we're going from this to this with nothing but hand tools and hard work. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. We are here today. We're gonna do some cosmetic stuff. We're gonna make this area look nice right here. This coming in and out of the driveway area. We're gonna make these sides look nice today. I think we're gonna start working on it at least. I'm gonna come down through here and we're gonna get rid of some of these bushes, some of the shrubs, and we're gonna clear about a foot or so off of the driveway on both sides. We're gonna make it look really nice, and then I'm gonna come through with some rocks, and we're gonna do the whole lining the driveway with some nice rocks. And we're gonna make it look good all the way up to a certain point up here. And so yeah, I'm gonna start working on that today. And today is a perfect day to start doing some of this. It's overcast, chances of rain in the forecast. Not so much today, but a little bit more tomorrow. The heat ain't very high today. We're in the 80s, so it's kind of beautiful out here, a little breeze. So perfect morning to get this started. So yeah, man, let's grab our tools. As you can see, nothing fancy. A couple flatheads, a hoe, a metal rake. That should get us going for now. I'm going to just come along and move some rocks back. We're gonna get rid of some shrubs. I'm gonna go get my hand axe and cut back some of these bushes, get rid of some of them, period, altogether. And yeah, nothing fancy, all hard hand work. No power tools out here right now. I do not have any of those to begin with, but you know, I'd have to start up the generator and run the Jenny farm, which is no big deal, but I don't want to do all that this morning. So we're just gonna go ahead and go old fashioned and do it the old way, man, by hand. So let's go, let's get ready. Let's do this. All right, let's take a look at what we got going so far. As you can see, I cleared some of this stuff here. Went back probably a little too far, but that's all right. Yeah, so clearing out. Now I have this bush. I'm going to get rid of some of this bush and this whole bush to get rid of. But really it's coming out fairly easy. I'm just making a little brush pile here. I don't know if you can tell the difference between the brush and the brush pile, but these little dead ones are coming up really easy. And this one might be a little bit of a pain, but we're going to hack away at it. And then I'm going to get that bush out right there, and we're going to carry on and continue down. But yeah, like I said, it's really not coming out too hard. And then you can see I'm raking out all the bigger rocks out of the way there, just to make it look nice. And then we're going to come through and we'll hand pick our own rocks and line the driveway really nice. But that's what it was looking like before. It was all shaggy, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, this is what we got going on now. So let's go ahead and get rid of this bush and this bush here, at least this whole bush, and some of that one, not the whole one, but this one's got to go. It's right in the way, unfortunately, because it's a nice bush, but it's right in the way. I don't know, should I go around it for now? Maybe I'll go around it for now, just in case Crystal wants to keep it, because she's at work today. So I don't know if she wants this bush or not. I'm gonna get rid of a piece of that one, and we're gonna see about this one. But either way, it'll look nice. I think I'm gonna get rid of it. Anyway, let's carry on, you guys. Let's go. I got plenty of bushes. One won't hurt. As you can see, some of it's just so brittle and dead you can just snap it right off. So it's just as simple as that. I think that'll do. I'll leave the rest of those. Get this back just a little bit more, but that's all right. It looks good. Maybe I'll get rid of those two. Anywho, just as simple as that. I'm not gonna sit here and make you sit through the whole thing. That's why I got gloves on though. Everything cuts you so easily out here, and pokes you. But anywho, I'm going to go ahead and go down to that bush. I'm gonna whack that bush up out of here, do a little more, and then when I get down to the gate, then I'll show you my progress point there. So far so good. All right, you guys, let's take a look at what we got going so far. Man, we have reached the gate. So I told you I'd update you when we reach the gate. Bam, there you go. Look at that. It's looking really, really good, you guys. It's not too bad. Looking good. I'll have plenty of room to come down here and put the rocks wherever we want and make a nice little path, you know, edge, nice little border. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. Holy cow. All right, so yeah, man, looking good. Got all the way up to the sign and down. That's what it used to look like over there. Shrubs right to the edge of the drive. Now we cleared it out. Now this is what this half looks like. And I think here after lunch, I'm about to go eat some lunch, make some lunch for the kids. And I think I'm gonna attack this right here. This might take a little longer down here. So I got a lot of rocks and a lot of brush and stuff. So, but yeah, man. Bro, this section down here, I knew it was gonna be like this, but this is by far the hardest spot to do. There's so many rocks here, and I had this big old dirt ledge from when we cut in the driveway that was left there. So I gotta unearth so many rocks. I don't know if you can see the piles. That's a huge one I got, but there's a pile here. There's a pile over here. There's piles of rocks everywhere. But this is the hardest. And what I'm doing is I'm going through with the metal rake and I'm unearthing the big rocks first because I'm seeing a lot of little scorpions and things underneath there. So I'm just kind of unearthing them and rolling them back a couple inches. And then I'll go through and pick them up and move them into a pile. And then I'll rake the rest of them. And then I'm going to come through right now with the flathead shovel. I'm going to knock down this little hump here. We're going to smooth that out some, clean up the brush, and we'll be looking good like the rest of it. So everything's looking good so far, man. Looking really good, nice and clean. And it's going to look even better when you put that border of rock there. So yeah, we're getting there. This is by far the hardest part though. Putting in that work today. All right, you guys, we are getting somewhere. As you can see, we started way back there. We've come all the way down. We are almost to the road, but unfortunately, it is starting to rain. So I think that's going to be it for this one. So please like, subscribe, and come back for part 2 or 3. I don't know how long it's going to take to finish this, but be sure to come back so you can see the finished product, you guys. Appreciate you watching. Peace.